Good day, viewers. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, we'll bring you the very best. The president of Nigeria has made it clear that with or without the Igbo'S, he will still be the president of Nigeria. He made it in a statement saying that during primary and during the main election, it was very difficult, but he eventually won the election. Is it now that he's the president of Nigeria that the Igbo'S should stay somewhere and say that without their vote, he will not become the president, that they are joking? Biafran evangelist, this is coming from the president himself. What would you have to say concerning the Igbo'S being called this kind of thing?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you're watching us from, and remember my humble self, that Biafran evangelist. You know, sometimes when I call these people call Nigerian president talking, I don't take him serious because I see him as a joker, I see him as a playboy, I see him as one that is, that is not a comedian but trying to force himself into the street of comedy. That is the way I see him. Very, very unserious entity. How can you say that you don't need the Igbo's vote? That it was tough in the primary, then you won. Then the election, it was tough, you won. Good and fine because you have become the president. You're already the president, sitting president. That is what is giving you the confidence. But Mr. President, I want to remind you, in case you have forgotten, during the primary you are talking about, it was you that paid them 100 million for them to come out to play it as a game, as if all of them wanted to contest in the primary, which Tunde Bakari was one of the people. You understand me? And at the same time, during that primary, they wanted to remove you. They wanted to remove him. But Mr. President, I mean the former president, Leti Muhammadu Buhari, which he wanted to use the Senate president that time to replace him. Do you understand? But that's where Emiloko come outside. That is where Emiloko now come up. In case he has forgotten, I want to remind him. Because there was an agreement that I will back you up 8 years. Then you will now, the next person will be me. That is the Emiloko. It's my turn. Because the issue, in case he has forgotten, the issue of his certificate prompt up at that time, that he does not have what it takes. He did not qualify. But being it that they have signed an agreement, so they have to, to avoid seeing them regarding to what has happened, MKO Abiola time. Let it not be as if these people are fond of betraying the Yorubas. You see why Buhari, and moreover, it was him that brought the backup Buhari to become president, to succeed Jonathan with his own backup too. So that's what makes it tough in that aspect. Coming to election, generally, Mr. President did not win election. Tinubu did not win election. Who won election? Obi won election. Obi was the mandate of the people, and he was the one that the people voted for. But to be it that it was a game of Igbo, Yoruba, and the Hausa, the Fulanis. So the Fulanis, the Hausas, join forces together and fight Biafran war again in the politics of 2023, which makes them Erufai and Co. with the Yorubas join together to make sure that Obi did not go there, that they should give it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which Erufai today is a living regret. Is regretting it, which many of them have confessed it. Even Mahmoud now, not only incumbent president, you have 32 or 33 governors on your side. Then you have other like Atiku, Son and Co. from the northern part that you have, cornered in your own side. But they want to shock you. At the time minute, they will disappoint you. And I want to shock you, Mr. President Tinubu, again, that in this 2027, it will not be like the 2023. Because the force that is coming now is higher than that which has already played in 2023. Because the finger that fed you, that helped you to be in position, is a finger that you are beating. How do I mean? The fight he picked up against Erufai is a fight against the Fulani Caliphate. Buhari is no more. Who is now the Caliphate, the face of the Fulanis in Nigerian politics, is no other person than Erufai. Erufai is the one that is sitting on the seat of the late Muhammadu Buhari. Are you hearing me? Is the one that have occupied that seat, occupied that position in the eyes of the Fulanis. And now they are no longer in good time. And let's see who and who that is coming up. With what I am seeing with ADC now, Kwankwaso Obi. And now, the Kwankwas, which are the Fulanis, the Northerners now, one. The Fulanis, to be precise now, is pushing it for their brother, Kwankwas. Then there is no means Tinubu will now come now and ask Igbo man to leave his brother and vote for him. Whereby, as I am now, being a Biafra man, if I'm going to cast my vote, will I leave my brother Obi? It's not possible. With the way Tinubu have treated Igbo man, which I believe that if my brother, our brother happen to be there, we will now hold him. There is every tendency of him looking to the matter and freeing our brother, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? And which Tinubu have there. The real voice of the Igbo'S is whom Tinubu and his boy, Omotosh, has given in life imprisonment. Then you expect me to give Tinubu vote? Is it possible? So he just making a political statement as a failure that he is, because whether he has failed, yes. See, the gap is going to be much this time around, because even in that middle belt, are you getting it? The middle belt, in the midst of the Hausas, Plateau, Benue, Kogi, in their midst, they love Obi more than Tinubu. You understand? They loved Obi. They picked Obi. They wanted Obi more than Tinubu because they prefer Obi to Tinubu. But the Northerners, the Erufai, the Caliphate plays as politics. Now, those Caliphates that put him there are now against him. You get it now? So, whatsoever Mr. President like, let him say. He's speaking and he's dancing on the note of failure. Because he's going to be one tenor president. 2027 is a gunner. He's not going to repeat that office. He's out. He cannot remain there. So he himself have seen the handwriting on the wall. Even if he say, okay, the Northerners are the Hausas, because Fulanis, let's say Fulanis, you have lost Fulanis. The Hausas, did you have upper hand before the Hausas over Obi? No. Who is the major choice of the Hausas? Is Obi. Who is the major choice of the Nigerians? Is Obi. Who is the major choice of the Plateau people? Is Obi. I don't know if you watch the convention, ADC convention. Don't you see what happened in that convention? Look at human beings. Can you use it to compare APC convention? Go and check the two videos. There are two conventions. Go and check it. You will know that there is a choice before choices. So anything Mr. President come out to say regarding the Igbo'S, he doesn't need Igbo'S vote to become president. You know, he made a statement before, which I kept for him. He said Yorubas are not slaves. He has not answered that question, which I put to him. Who then is a slave in this country? Which people are slaves in this country? He has not explained it. He has not answered it. He made this statement at Ekiti, 2023. I've not forgotten. I registered, I documented it down, and he will answer. So, and if you see Igbo'S, as you are saying it now, you don't need them. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Calling on them, depending on them, hoping on them, trying to use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to play politics. Are you getting it? Trying to use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to play politics in order to gain the heart of the Igbo'S, because you have seen it of a truth that the governor that you paraded around you, doesn't have a voice over the people. That the real person that will speak to them and they will pay attention is the person that you have used hatred to jail. So why are you crying? Don't just cry. I know what you are doing is a political talk. Don't just cry yet. I know you have already started crying because you have seen the handwriting on the wall. Don't cry yet. The original date of weeping, not just cry, weeping is coming. And that date is 2027. Because I will come out and ask you how far. Mr. President, how far? That's it. It is natural. How far? How market? So there is no angle he will come that he's going to retain that post. Among the Yorubas here, not all Yorubas will give him vote. Even among Yorubas here, many Yorubas here, God self even prefer Obi. They even prefer Obi. They don't want a system of government. Because you cannot be ruling people in the name of Baba Sokwe. Where is it done? It's a democracy. Everybody have their right. So why are you intimidating, trying to, oppress the same way he's doing so-called city boys, those slaves that don't have their right, they don't know their left and right because of their illegal business. That is why they are dancing in Tinubu. Is it a Cubana or whatsoever? He say in Tinubu mandate. What a shame. Come Ebonyi State to be a mandate. That was the promise he made to them to continue from where the late Muhammadu Buhari stopped, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is one of it. You understand? So by so doing, so he doesn't want to lose that. And at the same time, he's facing international heat. And I want to use this opportunity, my beloved brother, to air to all our people, my brothers, my sisters, my daddies and mommy, what is going on? Currently now, I am hitting the point for you. And all these kind of things, you cannot get it in Nigerian media. It's difficult because the cases, most cases of Biafra can never be, discussed in Nigerian media, in any television in Nigeria. It's difficult for them to discuss it. And as I speak to you, you will agree with me. Go and check media now. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is now diving into media now, trying to bribe all the media people now to make sure that issues of Biafra, they did not bring it up again. I'm talking about social media. All social media platform. He's diving into it, bribing them because he bribed the people of America, the congressmen, then they expose him. So the alternative, another strategy which he came up now is that to go through these social media handles and the owners, to bribe them so that the issue of Biafra should be dialed down, that it will not be, be mentioning again, in order to silence the major information about Biafra. By so doing, the Biafrans will now become weak and become disinformed. They will no longer informed, they will become deformed. And then will now have the opportunity and a ground to lie against us, which they have been doing. If not for this media, social media now, do you know how long these people have been lying to us? Do you know how long these people have been lying to the people? Which many of our children, our younger ones, are believing, and they grew up with it, not knowing that it was a lie. It was a propaganda message, theory, or history, you can call it, until they meet people like us who a little knowledge, or our fathers who will educate them little that they know. So I'm using this opportunity to air what is hidden, which you cannot get from Nigerian media, neither in their paper, nor television, nor radio. Are you getting it? So Nigeria is facing it, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu will face it the more.
Okay, Biafran evangelist, with what you've said now, you currently made us understand that most news concerning the Biafrans, that the media would not like to put it out there. which means you're trying to tell us that with the current situation on ground, the pressure the president is facing himself, but the world power is so much interested in this case. Are you saying that he might be forced to look at it critically and let Nnamdi Kanu go? Or do you think he's still going to be adamant and stubborn about the whole thing? What would you have to say?
And what I have to say here is this. The choice is his, not mine. Are you hearing me? So he's the one to decide, to make up his mind, either to free himself from that bondage or he will go into the bondage. Because Masanga made a statement. He said that Nigeria intend to silence Biafra. They intend to silence Biafra. And one man, the owner of Silverbird, Bruce, Steve Bruce, if you can remember, Bruce have made that statement and that Nigeria make everything possible to silence Biafra. But now it is impossible. Masanga repeated it. He said that as it is now, it has made Biafra a popular, through Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a popular issue, both international and local. For the very first time now that Nigeria is discussing the issue of Biafra in National Assembly. Because of the pressure of this Masanga and the pressure of international bodies. Which Masanga, being the Pan-African president, pushing it. You understand? Pushing it. Or in Nigeria, you must come and defend your judgment in international level to prove to the world what qualifies Mazen Nnamdi or what makes him a terrorist. Or the law which you use, where is it from? Because you and I believe vividly well that self-determination is never a crime anywhere in the world. Because including Nigeria too, they themselves, fight for freedom. And it was given to them. So why is it that it's not difficult to give it to another person, to free others? Then you are not tagging them a terrorist. Only in Nigeria here, they call us terrorists. Why is it that international bodies are not calling us terrorists? And in every countries all over the world, whenever we are doing something, we come out officially to do it, even with our flag, and we parade, we display our culture, we let them to know our origin. Yet they never see us as a threat or a terrorist. Only in Nigeria here, they tag us terrorists. I'm not talking of only this. Go to any part of the world, America, Germany, France, Russia, Canada, any part of the world, go and do your findings. We used to, I could remember last year, was it last year? Yeah, last year, May 30th. Somebody all the way from Switzerland even tested us under Philip. That yes, they observe sit at home in Iceland. Somebody called in Swiss, the same. Somebody in France tested among the people watching us, our viewers. One from Holland. And the other one now, even that is from Holland, is in Nigeria as I speak to you. So many of them all over the world. And with everybody, both in France, even in UK too. Have you forgotten the protest that just went on? That should be last week or last 2 weeks too, as well. In UK. Yes. We have our organization. We make nobody, we don't hide the identity. And they have never seen us as a terrorist organization because we have never terrorized anybody. Any place we find ourselves, we are known with peace. And we are peacemaker and we are peace-loving people. We relate, we communicate, we welcome people around us. But only in Nigeria, as a terrorist nation, that calls us a terrorist. Because of the evil and the hatred, envy they have over the Biafrans. Because of our godly blessing, favor, and grace upon us.
Biafran evangelist, you always make it very clear to us. Now, what would you have to say about the image that the president of the country has painted Biafran? Because a Biafran agitator came out online crying that the president has succeeded in making Biafra struggle or Biafrans a terrorist, for them to see them as a terrorist worldwide. Do you think the name tag, this terrorism, that the Biafrans are known for terrorism, do you think is going to have any effect on the international body being so much interested in this Kano's case?
Now listen to me and listen good. It is not something of today. It has been like that. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the first person. This terrorist of a thing even started before now. So it's not the first. So since others fail, he will equally fail. And let me tell you, you are not talking to children. Oh. Are you hearing me? Then the people you are calling Biafra, you are saying that Biafrans are terrorists. The Biafrans you are calling terrorists are in their means. They are living with them. They are doing business with them. They are doing things they are having things in common with them. Do you understand? Don't you know that in Russia there is a particular place called Biafran community in Russia? And Russia has never for one day see us with anything violent. I mean my people over there, POB in Russia. Or is it in Finland that despite the fact that Alexandra Stubb is a criminal too, who joined Nigeria to tag Simon Ekpan, to hold Simon Ekpan because of the money, the contract that they gave to him. Go to Finland, go to Finnish land, go and see. We have Biafrans, many Biafrans there. We have never been in the corridor or in the group or in the society of violence. They don't know us with that. So forget what Nigerians, what Tinubu is saying. Tinubu is already having cockroaches covered. He has a criminal case, drug issue. Yes, in 1991 down to 92. Yes, which he forfeited $64,500 under the former president of America, Joe Biden. He forfeited that money. On what, have you ever asked Mr. President? Please, somebody should ask Tinubu that question. Where did he forfeit that money? On what purpose? Do you understand? On what purpose did he? Do you know how much that money was? The worth of that money in Nigeria? He forfeited. Just to tie up this case. And nobody knew it until this very current government come in America. So Tinubu himself have a cook. Is he a saint? He's not a saint. So definitely we look for every means, to spoil the image of IPOB. Seeing it that he doesn't want the IPOB, as in Biafra, to be under his watch, that Biafra comes. You see the thing now? Because to him, he will see it as a kind of betrayal to Nigeria. And those Nigerians are the Fulanis. You understand? So that under his watch, that Biafra came up. Biafra is it Nigeria. So he doesn't want it. That's why you see him trying to paint Biafra, IPOB, a terrorist. Forgotten that the people you are calling terrorists is all over the world. And the people you are introducing them to as a terrorist are in their midst watching them, monitoring them to see whether that which you call them is what they really is. And they are not seeing it in us. And you are not seeing it, and they cannot see it in us because we have the mindset of developing. Take a look at Lagos State. How many times have you ever seen Igbo'S rise up, begin to make trouble in Lagos State? No, mention the day. Despite all the touts, the Yorubas, Igbo'S that I used to do to Igbo people's business and Igbo people, yet we still maintain peace. I will not easily forget what happened in 2023 election, where MC Oluomo and co, with his men and touts, which Tinubu fly all over Lagos State, plant all over Lagos State. How they used to buckle Igbo people's shop, break their shop, set it on fire. What they did to them, that if you are not voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you must not cast your vote. Which this 2027, you are going to see another drama. And which we ourselves already decided Nigeria affair. We don't have time. And because of that same hatred, that's why they are telling you, the same as Nnamdi Kanu incited violence. One man Nnamdi Kanu said, was he the only person that ever made such statement in Nigeria? T.Y. Danjuma said it. Ajayi, the DSS boss, said the same statement. So how come Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being jailed because of the statement he incited? in UK, not even in Nigeria. But these ones are in Nigeria. Even Sidious Musa incited the same thing. He said we should go and train karate. Imagine me at my old age like this, to go and be training karate. You want to bend my waist for me not to stand again at my old age. So what is that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu actually did? The only error in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is because he's a Biafran man, Igbo man, who needed the freedom of his people, salvation of his people from Nigeria Pharaoh. Thank you and God bless you.